and there was quite a lot to unpack. So we found out that the operator is defaulting. He used to be an employee who acquired the business.
Mm.
That's when Jason kind of dropped a bomb on us, left us shell shocked, telling us that this operator has two stores with them. So there's actually two laundromats up for grabs. We scouted this laundromat a year ago, and at the time you spoke to Jason, he told us that the tenant had 10 years left on the lease. You said it was not a bad looking laundromat, so we kind of left it at that. Last week, Monday, he sent a text to us saying that this location, 3,700 square feet, the rent is $13 plus triple net. This is not a good operator. If you're interested, please let me know.
Right.
You shot your boat, Stromberg. Now it's my turn.
So that's when we called him on Tuesday last week, and there was quite a lot to unpack. So we found out that the operator is defaulting. He used to be an employee who acquired the business.
That doesn't ever work.
Right. So in his text, he started off at $13 a square foot. On the call, you said if we can start at $10 a square foot, then we can do annual increases. He said, Jason said that the landlord is not a desperate landlord, so there wouldn't be anything in it for him at $10 a square foot. But for a good long-term tenant, long-term lease, the rent would be negotiable.
Morning, 007.
Hello, Q.
Mission successful?
On and off.
That's when Jason kind of dropped a bomb on us, left us shell shocked, telling us that this operator has two stores with them. So there's actually two laundromats up for grabs. He gave us, he emailed, you guys emailed, you copied and pasted the email that he sent you over to me as a text. So the other laundromat is a 4,300 square foot laundromat. Base rent is $10.25. I did scout that location this past Sunday. I put pictures down in the notes so you can take a look at it. It is a all card store, only card. It's about over 40 washers and dryers in there. And the funny thing is that I actually watched one of your older videos this past weekend when you were in LA County, and you were pissed off about this one kiosk that you couldn't figure out how to add money to the card.
Empty laundromat on a weekend.
Yeah. This store has the exact same kiosk.
Oh, wow.
Exact same brand, exact same everything.
Dude,
One of the
everybody
kiosks
thinks,
is out of order.
oh, your information's old, you're outdated. I like to tap my card. Yeah, you're going to fucking Denny's to have lunch. You're not in a laundromat. You're not a laundromat person, especially when it doesn't work or when the system goes down and the Wi-Fi breaks. They're not coming back, man. And if that ever changes and they come up with an auto self-driving car that sucks you off, I'll change my tune. But as it stands, you got to drive your damn self to the airport. All right, there's a mixed metaphor.
Would Shelly be okay with that?
She'd be fine with that. All right, so we have, of these two locations, you're not really picking one, but you probably feel like one is ahead of the other. Which is it?
If it was one or the other, it would probably be the one that looked like it had more foot traffic. People, there's definitely a lot more. It's not a bad one. There's a lot of 5-star reviews.
And now, do you realize why the rent is cheaper there?
I'm assuming because the square footage is larger.
Yeah, very good. When you see a Walmart, and I'm not sure if I taught you this, but I know I've said it before. It's a 70,000 square foot building. They're not charging $1 a square foot. Their rent isn't $70K a month. They're doing 10, 15 cents a square. And it's warehouse space, no matter what you put in it. And that's the way you have to argue. So your rent is going to be only nominally higher with your retool. But I would say that what we do is you write the LOI for both addresses and offer them $10 a piece for both, just to see what happens.
Yeah. And then last few things in my notes. In Jason's email, Oh, so here's the thing. So in the text, he started off at $13 a square foot. You said $10 in the call. Then in his email for the first location, he brings it back. Then he actually brings it down $1 to 12. So now it went from 13 to 12.
Well, plus
He said that
triple nets and cams.
yeah, plus cams, yeah. He did say in his email that the landlord does not give TI, but does give free rent for long-term leases.
It doesn't matter. Have you done an LOI yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. We put it all in there anyway. LOI is not a lease. It's not a legal and binding contract. I think in 21 years, I've had 2 of them actually signed and sent back. Like it's like a Foursquare when you buy a car. They bring it over. Hey, if we can make this deal, sign here. Like, it doesn't mean shit. I'll sign your stupid Foursquare. Go see if you can get me the price. You know, it's just a formality, if you will. And in sales, it's just trying to see if somebody will do it. So don't concern yourself too much. We don't get into cams or taxes or any of that in the LOI because we're just talking about what we want to do. When you go to buy anything, a motorcycle or a watch or a car, you don't say, well, I'll give you $10,000 plus tax. You just say $10,000 and the tax is just what you're screwed with, unless you're on Craigslist.
Yeah.
So
the triple nets are their triple nets.
What I would say is let's do 2 LOIs, make them both for the same amount because one's got bigger square footage, and you'll dig into all this. So let me email you those with instruction because he's already written back his reply, and we'll just send them to him. He doesn't care, you know. Probably store number 2 would end up sticking, and you're gonna write them both for $10 flat. You'll see. It's all in there, all the instruction and everything. 2 more letters of intent. That makes 8 for the day so far, and it's only 11:30 a.m.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.